Creation is a horrible and unexpected place. Listen at your own risk. Welcome to the Immaculate Chaos, an adventure of triumph, mistake, and heartache. Listen as beings unbound by the loom of fate struggle against unseen forces in a reality they barely understand. With intentions blinded by light and a path hidden in darkness, yet another step is taken towards uncertainty. Join battle once again, Anathema, as this story must yet be told.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
No, that's probably not good.
Hi,
Don't follow him.
my name's Jack.
Hi, Jack.
I'm Rada.
Nice to meet you, Rada.
Rattle.
Rada.
Rattle.
Rada.
Rattle, rattle. Like Rada gas. I don't know the GM at all.
Did you just get that?
Question. What happened to our,
Oh, well, mortals get lost in the burrows all the time.
I thought he was mortal. That's such a shame.
Semi-mortal. I have another cake.
Mortally.
Hi, hello?
Hi.
No, he was asking you.
Ari, do better. I saw that too.
What happened? Oh, wait, time out. I'm guessing Angus offended him and then he made
No,
Angus disappear.
actually, our new friend accidentally broke Angus's brain,
I look at Rada. Really? Isn't it fun?
and then now he,
Noped off somewhere.
He noped off somewhere.
Trying to figure
You
out.
know, last time he
hats.
noped off.
Well, we entered the burrows. Well, we at least know he didn't go east. The Blood Dragon closed all those burrows.
Okay, what's in the burrows other than our friend Angus?
Travel?
2.
Yes.
Huh.
Felt that was coming.
traveled
Is
with
he in
love.
danger?
Probably.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I am on the bus struggling right now.
That would-
That's exactly what's going
That
on.
would depend on how many white lampposts he knows.
White lampposts, he knows?
Lampposts.
Ah.
No.
Asking
I mean,
that
technically, if you know what he's referencing by lamppost.
Is Fen with us?
Yes.
Fen, can you see him?
Sorta. It's a little fuzzy. He's in the wild marches somewhere.
Is there any way that we can bring him back without this turning into
but
a
he's gonna,
huge thing?
He's gonna need to use a waypoint, and he needs to know that he needs a waypoint.
Probably doesn't know that.
I don't know how to enter the wilds to get directly to him, other than just entering and hope I find him. Because he's not by a waypoint, and because he's because he's outside of creation, I can't really see him all that well.
Oh boy, we're going on an adventure to Weird Town.
If we enter the hat, will we enter where he is?
You have no. Basically, what
gonna ask
what
him
the
that.
fox just told you is, you go in that hat, good luck.
Could I use my charm for navigating the wild to find him?
If you know where he is,
Can Fen send her like a mental image?
she sees nothing.
No.
Like she sees white mist and stuff. Can I get another higher low?
No.
Hi.
I'm gonna ask Rada here. If we enter the hat, will we enter where a
Probably not. That one's a big one.
The
The bigger the hole, the better the better direction needed.
I look at the mole.
Oh.
Tight beam communications, wide beam communication. I love and hate our DM so hard right now.
This is
Laser beams.
Miss Graves.
Miss Gray, do you know your way around the bullet burrows?
Oh yes, my floof is small.
When we figure out what Kloof was.
I've known.
I still don't understand it.
Is it his pooch?
God.
Is there any
Oh,
way
no.
you could
No, did he just show up out of the hat?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Is it Surf? Yeah. Hey, buddy! How are you?
Errol gets excited.
Hey, I have a clothes this time.
You do. They look great.
What is he actually wearing?
It kind of looks like some sort of fur, but it's been turned the wrong way and it's twisted in the back. But otherwise, he has a shirt.
So it's
In
fuzzy
pants.
I was
side.
about to say, does he have pants or anything?
So it's fuzzy side in.
Oh God, it's an omen bird. Don't curse me again, omen bird.
Eyes go as wide as possible.
Ah! You jump back into the portal.
No! Damn it.
Always a good
Okay,
time.
back to where
Stop
we
resting
were.
bitch face everyone that comes in the door.
Back to where we were.
Well, that happens. All right.
Is there any way that you could help us bring Angus back
Oh, he'll show up eventually.
alive?
And that really depends on him and his ability to resist the wall.
Really glad
Some
I
The
did.
second he
days-
knows he's doing the thing, you
Yeah.
know that, right?
I know. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Some days I have all the confidence in him. Other days,
And then there's today.
So, should we all like hold hands and go after him?
Into the wild?
no. We should
Where?
just hang out here and see what happens.
The guy disappeared into a hat. You think I know what the hell's going on?
Hi.
Okay.
I hate you. I keep seeing the numbers and seeing what you people say, and it's killing me
Whoop.
here.
It's unfortunate that we're so positive.
I'm gonna go high.
What are you doing? You guys just waiting? Okay, so you guys enjoy tea. Over time, Rada does kind of warm up to you guys. As you, I'm assuming you guys talk about random stuff. If there's any information you guys want out of him, let me know. But I'm going to go around the table for high lows until Angus comes back and you guys leave.
Do you need to ask?
So 10 minutes. High.
Those highs are bad for me.
Give me a deception and integrity.
I have that.
Integrity?
You have integrity?
I do.
Huh. Who knew?
I didn't max it out because I didn't have the points,
Oh
but
my
I was
god,
actually
it's a
thinking of-
real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your ability to keep your mind focused.
Oh shit, that seems important.
Arguably, his should be higher, but I didn't have the points. To
I mean,
and then I forgot all about it.
If no dots is a baseline human, 4 dots is like still excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you are almost superhuman at resisting people doing things to you. Or, being in a stressful situation and keeping a single image in your mind.
Which mine is 0, and that kind of works for my
Locate some
character.
points.
6. Nice.
Okay, so he walks back out of the portal. You see the room where you left everybody. You target that room, and you're like, okay, I'm
Oh.
going there. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
you see it in the distance, and you catch up to them. Ah! He found his lamppost.
Welcome back.
Where have you been?
What
Why?
happened?
Yes.
What did you learn?
What did he learn?
Stop.
I'm looking at the storyteller. What did I learn?
You learned that all those holes go to wild.
He hops the wild.
So he uses the wild for travel.
So if he goes through the wild, which breaks the laws of creation,
You can go.
he doesn't need to obey the law of creation
As long as he has fluff.
as long as he has fluff.
That's
What I'm
awesome.
hearing is I can change into a fluffy thing and I can go wherever the fuck I want in there. That's what I'm hearing.
Not exactly how I'm sure that works.
Sure it is. That's what.
Okay.
God Emperor wills us chain fluffy animals to our drive.
Angus starts drawing up the gun in his head for some kind of portal and is trying to figure out exactly how that would work.
Can I get an intelligence and occult from anyone who has an occult above 2?
Oh, that
I only have
Just
one.
the.
ain't me.
That's not me. Just the image of like this Baroque engine room with bunnies duct taped to the warp engine.
Nope. One.
Hold on. I need to use space.
Tech priests tickle their feet.
9. Yeah.
On how many days?
I double. Actually, no. I probably don't have a bunch to double it. I should probably reroll that.
On
I definitely doubled it to
on
get
9
myself out
dice,
of
I
it.
got 2.
Okay.
I need to get one of those like
So you're going through your
dice
things.
things to roll.
Rada seems to recognize that you're going through. You're trying to puzzle it out.
I can use
I got
like
7 on the not double dice.
Gotcha. And he leans close and he says, "Finding, changing, fixed." I can't remember the but it's fluff is an acronym. Waypoints. They're just pretend on the.
Okay, so if I wanted to take something from one location to another, I need to wait.
You've all already experienced this in the wild, where going from one point to another in the wild, you need to have a fixed point in your mind, so real that you can already feel yourself be there, and depending on your ability to maintain that image and walk and ignore the noises of the wild, you get there quicker or slower, and time has no effect on you. Sometimes it goes quick, sometimes it goes slow. It's all just kind of variable.
So could I make an item that acts as a hard point?
Items don't work outside of creation in most cases unless they're committed. And then even then, the wild fucks with them. Items are created with the understanding that they function in creation. If you created something outside of the wild while being affected by the wild, and using essence from the wild, we're having a different discussion. Now we're fake crafting.
Oh no, there's fake craft. Now does this qualify for Angus discovering the concept of fake crafting?
He would think that maybe that's a thing.
Not one.
No more acorns for you.
Between the gun and this, now I need to talk to 8.
Oh, but I thought you didn't like it.
I don't have to like him to want to talk. I don't have to like him or trust him to talk to him.
True. Yes. So that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're at break pause, I guess.
I mean, we can pause. I don't know if we necessarily need either of them because it was really just the rest of you doing stuff with them.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know where to go. So
I mean,
that was all the buildings you had called out that we've checked at this point to get here.
For this place, yes, that would be Picnic.
The basket.
I mean, you guys just kind of sat down, drank tea, and then just talked to a guy named.
Well, we had to wait for. Had to figure out what to do about Angus.
True. But you guys only waited like 20 minutes, so it's been roughly a half hour since you guys entered here.
Yeah.
To do the thing.
Fluff.
Yes.
Fluff.
Wait. It depends on how many waypoints divided by your time and distance.
Pardon if this is a sore spot.
Yo.
What did people do to make you dislike? Is there specifics, or is it just a general people?
Well, there was one time where an army of 4,000 used my burrows to launch into a nursery because it was unguarded, and then they destroyed the.
Like that.
And there are example upon example of mortals being grotesque.
To do all that shit.
Gods are no more or less susceptible to their whim, but that is why I am not
Oh, you're outside of it.
in creation.
He's in this
But
bar.
I met a couple of you guys that qualify as potential gods outside of Yushon, but I assumed you all had a home there.
Oh, I have a domicile. I don't use it, and I don't play their games of divinity.
Games?
Yes, you mortals as pawns.
He gets a freebie of just infinite anger at that concept out of it. Not even a question about it. The idea of us being used as pawns, just infinite burning rage in the back of his mind, and you can convey that to him however you want.
I like you. What's your name?
Thanks, McNack.
Kind of looks weird. Angus McNack, you say?
Yes.
Miss Graves, if you would. Angus McNack? And she kind of looks at him and walks over to a cupboard and opens it, and a whole bunch of letters fall out. And she walks over with one letter in her mouth and hands it to you. It says, Angus McNack, Last of the Mountain.
I read it.
Yeah. It's a letter that's been worn over time and is no longer legible.
Down.
I do apologize, but we were not sure where to deliver it.
Zalia.
Yeah, use the time thingy.
I pull out scrap paper and something soft like chalk or lead that I'm sure he's got in a pocket. I do a rubbing to see if I can get pulling it.
You get one phrase. It's near the bottom of the piece of paper, and it says, "We will always."
Oh, Mama.
And you smell something familiar coming off the letter, but you're not.
Meatloaf.
Out of character. I have a feeling I think I might know what it is.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Meatloaf. You guys are wicked. Meatloaf.
Mama's meatloaf. She didn't know how to cook
They've
anything
been here
else.
for, I would say, a couple of millennia.
Damn, bro, how old are you?
Well, yeah, the mountain fell long ago.
What do you know about tapestries?
Tapestries. Well, they are a weave. They're usually a microcosm of reality.
He pulls out the unfinished tapestry and he turned it into a ladder. Can I quickly reconstruct it back to what it was, or no? Does it fail?
No, it fails. Like, you can kind of, like, hold it, but...
Visible frustration at him failing at doing a thing. Fuck.
Oh my god, are you a Time Lord?
There was once a god of tapestries, but his name was removed from, well, everything.
Do you have a Scottish accent?
Well,
No. He had a following, but that was it.
What's one of the little Asian boy?
following of.
I don't know.
Okay. That's
As I
fair.
said, it has been removed. The god of weave has been removed from the weave. I only remember it because I don't spend my time in Yushan.
That explains.
And mine is a bit muddled, if I'm to be honest.
You know what a kitsune is, right?
Yeah, those little snow foxes.
And
Well, I mean, I think there's some water ones, but I don't.
any others?
They must think.
No.
Oh, I mean that thing, but
Ask him about the math girls.
you just start dropping shit to this random god.
No. Angus is actually going to specifically call out the group.
Oh, by the way, they opened a cabinet because he introduced himself. Because none of you have introduced yourselves. Angus introduces himself to Rod and gives him his name. And they open up a cabinet of letters that were undeliverable, they say, all made out to Angus McNack, last of the mountain.
I'm gonna need you to cast something.
I introduced myself.
Huh?
I did introduce myself.
He didn't have anything for you.
That's
but
fine.
yes, you in fact did say, I'm Jack.
I'll be right back. I gotta.
Yep.
I broke the
Sorry,
seal
I
of the fool.
am rude. My name is
Lord
Zalia.
Clarence MacDonald. Got it.
From Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Tapestries.
I'm sorry, I'm rude. My name is Zalia.
Your name I did in fact already know. I am an avid member of Oben.
Oben.
Open.
Omen Birds Information Network. Oben.
Open.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Huh.
Still, it was rude of me. I'm sorry.
Excusable.
Gratham Harrington, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Ah, your real name this time.
You're a god, are you not?
I am. And you are.
Can't lie to a god.
You are. Well, you actually can, my friend.
But
I just happen to know your real name because you are a traveler, and I am in fact a god of traveling.
makes sense.
Wait, you're the god of traveling?
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
right. You weren't part of the conversation.
Well, I once was. I don't know if I still hold sway.
So you might have liked the little hat trick that Zalia pulled about a week ago when we made quite a lot of distance in a very short amount of time.
That was
Giggity
enjoyable,
giggity,
yes.
giggity goo.
However, I was hoping she would come to visit, so there was a bit of effort on our part.
Fen, you're not Fae, are you?
No, I'm part of creation.
Angus, are
Half
you
the
just...
time you guys go into the wild, and then I lose track of you, and then I need to sacrifice to go get you guys back. So why would I have to sacrifice to go to a place that I belong to?
I thought so. I just wanted to hear it from you.
He fools up his tail a little bit. Logic. Logic is our friend.
It's true. So there was a god of tapestry of the weave, right?
Yes,
That
it was goddess of the weave.
God,
who was
goddess
removed-
or god?
God of the weave who was removed from the weave.
Removed from the weave. We are not in the weave. Every time we free a fox, everybody remembers, including people from the wild, who should remember regardless. Like our green friend there.
Mr. Manzi,
Yeah.
give me a. It's wisdom and awareness.
Would it be wisdom?
Yes, wisdom awareness because you're trying to recollect something.
You mean wit?
Wit, yes.
By the way, don't throw away this plate. This is gonna be my new roller.
Your dice roller.
It's sacred now.
It's doing a
Alrighty.
really good job.
No, I haven't used it yet.
Zalia's dice rolling plate.
While I'm waiting for him to roll, I'm gonna go double check, make sure we're unmuted.
1.
You do not remember, sir.
Do better. I remember the DM having a nice little other dice roller.
I do. It's so nice.
Wait, what green friend?
Green
You
friend.
hit, I hit,
You hit.
you hit.
You hit.
Oh,
I hit.
You hit or I hit?
you hit.
You hit.
It was you hit.
Um,
I confused people.
Gam's I hit.
Yep.
Games I crit.
Smash!
Great.
Bring me the wooden spoon.
I pull out the vial and quill
Flashbacks.
and show it to the rabbit. Does this look familiar to you?
No, but it would be a help or hindrance depending on what you're trying to accomplish. It is the first tool of tapestry.
What exactly does tapestry accomplish?
Well, it depends on the intent of the tapestry. Creation's a tapestry.
I speak things, you make them real, you're a bum.
this is exalted lore.
No, that's fine. So I stumbled into exalted lore, that's cute.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you guys have never seen this, by the way. This is new.
Yeah, he pulls out a quill, and as he like shakes it, like liquid metal moves inside.
Well, a quill and a vial of ink.
Your quill?
I pulled out a quill with a vial of ink that is like all the colors all the time, and they swirl around, and you've never seen this, and I've never made mention of it.
Ooh, rainbow wing.
I saw it.
Camlin's seen this.
Don't speak the old magic, Camlin.
Nobody else has seen this.
For I was there when it was stolen.
Okay.
Acquired. It's legitimate salvage.
Time out. Does this happen?
Yes.
Angus, you are speaking my language. I'm very proud of you.
The rabbit knows
How to steal.
the rabbit knows things and I want to learn things. Are you
me-
actually a rabbit or you just like to look like a rabbit?
Me and Gratham are quite good at.
He's actually talking
Rada.
to the rabbit.
Rada's not a rabbit.
Oh, he's the mole?
No, he's a dude.
I thought he was a rabbit.
No, he's a very tall gentleman dressed in a brown tuxedo.
He's the guy with the hat.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was wrong in my head.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She was talking about chasing a bunny. I know the
Different
bunny
bunny.
was talking.
Nope, different bunny. Different bunny.
I also,
Another
That doesn't
rabbit.
happen. I don't
I also
like that.
thought Rada was the rabbit.
Not just me. Okay.
Who framed the Rada rabbit?
Okay.
I feel duped.
I'm trying to learn things. Guy with the hats knows things. Rada.
It had his knowledge.
Okay, well, I went into hat. I learned something, so I guess you're right. They learned it the hard way. Okay. God of Tapestries, wiped out of everything. Jack, do you still have that tapestry? You showed it to me at least once.
I believe I gave it to Zalia.
What tapestry? Oh, the original?
Yeah, I gave it to Zalia because she was doing tapestry things. So technically, Zalia has the remnants of the tapestry.
It wasn't remnants. It was a full, complete tapestry that moved.
It changed.
You would had it in your pocket. You would had it there for safekeeping.
It changed depending on who was touching it.
You're right. Yep. Yes, I do. Why?
So I found this, holding the quill,
Mm-hmm.
in a room filled with giraffes of that.
That being.
The one you probably have. And he's saying that there was a god of tapestries that's been erased.
Mm-hmm.
One
And-
more roll. Wits, awareness.
And this is the first tool of tapestry, according to him. Should we show him? Gain info here? I know you're kind of tight-lipped on.
I got a 6.
Thank you.
You
Yeah, you
remember a nearly destroyed plot of land
Mhm.
in a place of gods
Oh.
that only had a single thing left standing, which was a tattered tapestry.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
That was on the Street of Gods. Yeah.
I saw the Anvil version, which I'm assuming was Ganon, and then I think we all saw the Fed.
Oh no, this is different.
Yeah.
No, he had a separate thing where he went somewhere else.
Yeah, no,
So that's
what
why
I'm
he's the
saying.
only one getting it.
Okay.
But
That's-
yes,
So
yes,
I get that.
different temple that was also decrepit. Although your anvil one was feasibly, possibly Gadriel's,
Yeah.
but it was run down. It wasn't destroyed.
Yeah.
His was rubble.
Yeah.
Rubble. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you explain this?
Yeah, I do. While I'm on the topic of it, I also explained the nicely dressed, exalted CIA operatives on the Street of Gods 2, making sure everyone's tight-lipped about certain information.
After the last time, yeah.
After the last time.
Everyone lost. Everyone. When he held when the festival was held in Kesatea to honor Luna and Young Harken's son.
Is that when everyone was stealing?
Everyone was
Yeah.
doing the coin thing, yeah.
Yeah, that when that day was going on, all the gods, they don't remember that day.
It was like literally as it ever happened. Is anybody powerful enough to
How
know?
did you learn that?
Because I know a god.
Okay, we all know a couple, apparently.
Speak for yourself.
I very, very, very
You'll find one.
slowly pull out the fancy,
The good one.
the good one.
The good one. Okay.
I pull out the good one and I go, gift from a god.
So the loot, right?
The loot, yeah.
He's holding a holy relic. You can feel the power wash.
How did I never notice that
and,
before?
And I put it very slowly back into the proper pocket.
However, as he shows you that loot, you realize that there's always been a loot in every tavern you've been to since this point that has a loot that looks very similar.
That's a different discussion for a different day. We're gonna have.
Got you. But back to the point. Back to my
Hope
point.
you remember.
That day never happened, and anybody powerful enough to know that it had happened won't confess to knowing it happened for their own safety. We're talking about gods saying that never happened, even though they know that it did, for their own safety.
Sounds like someone made a power mood in the games of divinity.
Okay. What's it gonna take for
Well,
a rundown
there it
on the
is.
game?
Oh, it's beyond mortal understanding.
Comprehension.
It's like
Suffice it to say, all of creation is a game board.
Again, very, very angry at that concept of me being a toy in somebody else's bullshit game. Because it's akin to slavery in Angus's head.
I feel like
Angus,
just
you
broke the
are
fourth
in
wall for a
somebody
minute.
else's game.
No, I know. That's the funny part here. I'm absolutely doing this for the yucks.
Angus is angry because he realizes that he's metagaming.
Angus is angry that Rog is playing him.
To be fair,
It's gameception.
fucking game theory. Oh yeah.
Where's my grader?
Okay, well, if they've got their games and we're outside of the weave, that means we get to play by a different set of rules, right?
That means you're not even on the board.
Which is good.
That's satisfying. That's actually, there's a malicious sense of satisfaction out of it. Again, his little interpretations on that one. Okay.
That said, simply playing doesn't remove you from the game. You still suffer the consequences.
Any idea why somebody would erase the guy that makes tapestries?
If you're trying to flip the game board,
Number.
I mean, I know numbers, but not anyone specifically that is a number.
We even encountered this and this and this and you know, any. Does this sound familiar at all?
The names themselves do not ring any bells to me.
Evil hag all around.
Hags are a different story. There are legends throughout creation over time of hags here, hags there.
Does Ari still have her anal bead tattoo?
No, we got that purged through.
Yeah, that got
Yeah,
cleansed.
Selkie.
That's the last time
That's right.
Selkie was like, no, stop fucking around, giving me cursed shit. Here, take it.
The next one will kill me. Stop it.
Yeah, I need time. Like, he might be able to cleanse something again now because it's been a while.
Yeah.
But that's kind of why you have Kip of like, hey, is it cool? Yeah, no, it's cool. Okay, thank you. He got the time.
Yep.
Yeah, the hags are one thing. Like, there's the local legend of the hag and the forgetful glade here in our region of creation.
You enlighten
There
us?
was a hag. They call her the first hag. I don't know much more beyond that myself. It was before my time.
The
but-
Forgetful Glade, is that where we freed the first fox?
Yes. You know that's what it's called, is the forgetful glade.
Well, not the first fox. That's the water
In the
fox.
second, and I do know that it is simply a series of 5 seals that should or may seal
5 seals and seal 6. We found.
a single sorceress working that spans several thousand kilometers of space-time, using blood, marrow, souls.
All the things you shouldn't work with.
It definitely eats people. Okay, I say I've been inside unless somebody.
I don't think I'm gonna stop you.
No, go for it.
Sounds like a place I would not like to visit. However, it doesn't sound like a place I'm aware of.
Because I did step away to go to the bathroom and everything, are we still talking to Rada,
Yes.
or are we talking
Rada.
to the rabbit?
Nope, rabbit.
Okay.
And
rabbit
we're never
was a
talking to the rabbit.
The rabbit
I
was a
wasn't sure.
misconception on my part. And apparently Ari's.
So the first hag is the one that bound the foxes?
We don't.
Oh, okay.
It was said that the first hag created the Forgetful Glade, and that was given to you by Harlequin. She called it the first hag. He confirms the rumor that he has in fact heard that the first hag created the Forgetful Glade, and that he's fairly certain that it is a 5-part spell that spans a large portion of creation. I mean, you're at this point. At this point, you have one here, one here. You guys are assuming another one here, another one here.
Yeah, this is a pentagram that we're feasibly.
Could just be a square. I mean, it could only be 4.
An angry square.
Very, very angry square.
Yes.
But he is saying that he had heard it is a part of a 5-part sorcerer's working that does something against us.
It's more than likely whatever the last seal is in the
Center.
Speaking of the hags, of creation, out of creation.
Who we're talking of?
Okay.
Hags in general? Well,
They tell you to get your
usually hag is a description for something of elderly or old and unexplainable.
That does something
That's ageist.
against the sex
Says Gannon.
or with the sex.
Young man.
I was not the one who did the working. Your father would know more.
I'm working on it.
We definitely need to get you back in.
He looks her over. Partly back.
Yeah, like I said, I've been working on it.
Okay. Does that have anything to do with the wooden arms?
Has part of her structure.
Okay, what the hell's the deal?
I explained about the wood. I thought that we already did.
Yeah, we already did.
Did we?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
the
remember
moment
it.
she put the finger thing back on and her arm transformed back to normal.
Yeah, but that doesn't explain it. That's just a thing that happened. What's the deal behind it?
I am of the wood.
Zalia of the wood.
You're a fucking tree?
Forge
I am
top,
of
sir.
the wood.
Forge top.
This
says-
is a
we're-
tea house.
I know that actually is his first slip up, so I don't know if the guy gets mad at him.
What?
I said, you're a fucking tree? That's the first slip up he's made in this whole conversation because he's kind of having a moment. That's fair.
Miss Grave growls at you.
I didn't know moles could
You're
growl.
a tree?
That's
Sorry.
awesome.
What?
After I
Do we
give
need-
you all your letters back. Grumbles away as she walks away.
I never got no letters.
I feel like we're in
She was
Wind of
talking
the
to him.
Willows
Yeah,
now.
no. Specifically, I got the letter, and I'm the butthead who swore at her table.
I just focus energy into my hand.
Rug, when talking to gods, it's best to observe the rules of their house.
No, that was an oops.
Everyone who's watching Zalia sees that the crown begins to glow and her arm itself begins to glow, but the rest of her doesn't.
Can you find the rest of your wood?
Mm-hmm.
How did you lose your wood?
The arm was distinctly male.
Male?
Mm-hmm.
It's parts of my father.
So we're collecting your daddy.
Yes.
You know, when you say it that way.
Yeah.
Very disrespectful.
She
No.
wants her daddy's wood.
Oh!
No.
I thought we said Japan, not Alabama.
I've seen that video before.
I had to. I had no choice.
My father
what are you
is
doing?
Lord Strix of the wood.
Wouldn't it be step tree?
Okay.
It would, but she's a
So the
solar.
picture frames
So is
are
Errol your
part
brother?
a way to talk to your dad, and the wood is actually your dad, and you absorb your dad and get more real.
I need to put my dad back together.
But you put your dad back together by putting him.
Is Errol your brother?
Where else am I going to put
I have no answer to that. I've got nothing. You know what? That's fair. I'm going with it. I've never crafted a people before.
I've never crafted a people before.
Is Errol
Rose
your brother?
has been trying.
Speaking of which, when are we going to meet this Rose? We hear so much about.
Angus actually blushes when you. That's the first time anyone's actually called him out directly about that way. He blushes.
Is it really the first
Ooh.
time?
Yeah.
I thought we did before.
No, you guys have made fantastic things of like, hey, he's gonna marry Gadriel. Oh, but poor Rose.
Yeah,
Like-
but you've never actually specifically like, when are we gonna meet her? And he blushes a bit because he met her and he kind of got a crush immediately because she had a lot of really cool shit.
Zalia puts her hand up to Errol to have him go on to her hand, and I put his face next to my face. And I look at Ari and I go, you can't see the resemblance?
I lean in real close, uncomfortably close, to inspect their faces next to each other.
I lean even closer and I chitter at her.
Wait, the resemblance.
Do I see a resemblance?
One's an owl and one's a human. One is an owl and one's
I'm-
kind
okay.
of spidery arachnid.
Maybe I haven't described this. I lean real close.
You
Ari,
smell the same.
Ari, family doesn't have to be blood. It can be by.
And sometimes not choice.
It'll pass.
Yeah, you know, it would help if you talked.
He does.
Can I talk to Errol now? I drank the tea.
Do you try to talk to Errol?
Yeah. Hi.
I am so sorry for what's about to happen.
Hello.
I put him back
You
on my
do
shoulder
talk.
closest to Ari.
I have always talked.
They
You
only
never
in the
talk to
garden.
me.
I've always talked to all.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
What language are you
That's
speaking?
true. I believe that part.
What language do you
Bird.
You don't. Train those, and perhaps we can
give me time?
teach.
Give me time.
You might be a little offended if you go kill an owl.
She can
I can
get it
observe.
without killing them. It takes time.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I need to send. Can Umbra hunt the same way that I can with observation instead of killing it?
Everyone hears mopey sounds from underneath the table. Everyone always likes the bird. Nobody ever wants to talk to me.
I put my hand out.
Is it a
Jack.
scorpion?
Look at Jack.
Come here,
You
Jax.
guys look down and Jax is just dejected, just no little.
Jax, you know
can
that
talk
we
too.
always talk. Me and you always talk.
I give Jack some scriptures like, we have the same name. We gotta stick together.
Well, one's Jack, one's Jax.
Well, that's
Close
because
enough.
one's singular and one's plural.
No, one's a CK, one's an X.
And X is better because X marks the spot.
Jax, come here.
Is Jax Eeyore?
Yes.
Thanks for noticing.
Thanks for noticing.
Oh my god.
I put Jax on my chest and I said,
I
I
chitter back
love
at
you,
him.
you know this.
Not that it matters. But
Well, yeah, you guys never...
I talked to Talon.
You guys never listen to my familiars.
Dude!
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. I'm glad with that. I'm glad about
Can I
that.
have
wow.
That's it, huh?
Wow.
Quite the relationship you got there.
You have a 12-year-old 12-year-old pet who wants your money.
Hey, are you at least as powerful as the water guy next door?
I mean the guy who cleanses Mudkip? Mudkip's dad?
Our new neighbor at the the one you had a little back and forth with.
Oh. Luther. I mean, sort of. He has a domain. I kind of have a domain. Place is power.
Not in my house. Wham! No,
Talon's
no.
So does anybody want to...
As long as he feeds me, I don't care.
That's Celine.
Yes.
I like her. She's fun.
Yuki, do you want to say
You
anything
need
to anybody
fun.
while they can all understand you?
Oh, Splash.
Yugi kind of twirls, goes up to Zalia, licks her huge in the face, and she looks at all of you. Mine, and don't forget it.
Wait.
I touched her first.
Wait. Radagast. You said the water foxes can mess with anything.
Well, they're liquid.
Did they just ruin it, or can they fix it?
All of the above.
Splash. Like,
Spoosh.
can you fix this letter so it says what it used to say?
No.
It's gone.
But you
It's
have an
a
ink
blanched
thing.
bone. Well, like there's nothing left to it. Like there's no moisture.
Hey, maybe if you reintroduce some magical ink to the magical parchment. I'm not
Stop getting ahead of me.
I'm not smart about, occulty stuff, but I'm pretty observant about certain things.
Man, he sticks his dick in a cult once, and now he's a master.
I am the master.
Yep.
Hey, and I'll have you know, it was more than once.
I know.
It was like a 2-month
Okay, so
period.
this is
I pull some spit and touch the paper.
So when are we getting baby
that
Jax
work?
and Zalias?
spit.
My army will rise.
I
Little shit will
need
rise.
to be
Scorpion tails.
at least some idea of what was there. I
They'll
can't
have
just create
27
something
eyes.
out of
They'll see
nothing.
everything.
So what was there is gone, so I have to find out.
Feasibly, but it's not destroyed. It's just aged. It is what it is has always been. So there's less of a discussion of restoration as you're thinking of it, and more along the lines of it is what it is, and you can't change that.
Can I see that?
The letter?
Would it be offensive if I
I'm assuming you're going to try to do the things of the past thing. It's not going to work.
won't walk
We aren't where it was written.
Can't we just go back to the letter sitting in the inbox like 500 years ago or whatever? And
It wouldn't be open.
So
dang, we can't open it.
it deteriorated before it even made it into this room.
No. But it was sealed when it came into this room. You can't edit what happened. So you would see the letter get put into the cabinet, and that's it. You could look at the letter, but the top of the letter, more or less, was I don't want to say embossed, but it kind of was inlaid, like burned, onto the letter.
Yeah, but somehow just sitting on a shelf, assuming the ink has faded.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
And
Even
I
with
did
a
a-
high perception and awareness.
It's been sitting there for millennia.
And there's
Yeah, no, that's a long time.
and there's
Yeah.
no depressions in the.
I did a rubbing, and all I got was
The one they handed you, they rather will let you know. We received it right before the fall. Oh yeah, the fall of all solars. Before they got trapped in that prison thing.
Oh, there's soldiers in a prison.
Well, they were. Yeah,
Oh, kind of chill.
feasibly, if that's what happened.
That's
Ooh, prison.
I don't know. Yes, it is. The maiden. I feel like it's the maiden. Constellations? Stars? Yeah! The maidens.
I wish I knew more.
I know it's metal that falls from Yushan.
That's metal that falls from Yushan?
Yeah, it's star metal.
Star metal.
Is it because people break things, or is it like just a natural process?
If I had to make a guess, I would probably assume it has something to do with unused embers.
I know what ambrosia is.
It's the berries.
Yeah, the berry.
Didn't you eat that?
I think I
No, you
think
did.
Rada reaches over, pulls out a very familiar carafe that Jack recognizes, and he pours a little glass, swirls it around. Oh no, it's Bacchus' special.
Ah, I see you. You two are a man of class. Persuasion for not persuasion. That's not the word. Brown nose. Brown nose is the right word here. Brown nose for some of it.
I'm pretty sure he would stop supplying me if I didn't offer some to his chosen plaything of the moment.
Yay! I'm a plaything.
Happy to be wanted.
We should talk about.
I take a sip. Does it taste exactly the same?
Yeah.
It's a good stuff.
That man, I gotta say that. Oh, isn't ambrosia like solidified worship?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, your milk.
It's good to hear. And technically, we're not milking them.
You could say it has an enlightening bouquet.
It'll give you power.
Okay.
I
That
have
too
a
many
sip
dad
of
jokes
that.
all at once?
No, I'm running out of places to go here because you've kind of bumped up a couple of dead ends on me. Like you kind of you've reached what you're getting out of this. I feel like, and maybe I'm just asking the wrong question.
No. There's feasibly some places to go, but it all depends on what you guys are looking for, what you guys want to do.
I don't understand.
Radagast has went from being extremely distrustful of you guys to seeing a holy relic from a god that he actually still has business with and trusting. Someone who's kind of went off and done something stupid but came back a little bit smarter. Someone who, again, is basically a lineage of a deity that he also still trusts. So you guys have slowly earned your trust, and he's noticeably relaxed. He's in his chair. The mole is every now and then handed a different letter to a different rabbit as they've come in and come out.
I play the special loot not with the intent of what its purpose is for.
Yeah.
But merely normally because now I have
Yeah.
the ambrosia. It just feels right.
Yeah. Okay.
I asked Rada if he has any leads on any missing pieces of strip.
Why do you need the pieces of?
Because I'm on a mission to close
Well,
them all back together.
When I will say some things are torn apart together, they can't be destroyed. Something together must be very sure you want. Because beings far stronger than all of you put together died to accomplish what you're trying to undo.
Hashtag daddy issues.
Hashtag daddy issues.
For reasons beyond my understanding.
You know,
However, I would say search the corners of creation. Lord Strict, Lord of all forests, all wood, some would argue all life. Everything starts from the lowest
Every time you say that it's beyond you, I get.
I am really not have business in Yushan.
I kind of like that.
I kind of, I don't kinda. I do not keep up on the news or the moves in Yushan. There's a residence there because whether I wish it or not, there are some that worship travel, idolize it, view it as a beautiful thing, and strive to leave the nest of their parents and find what's beyond the horizon.
That's how we got her. Pointing at Ari. It's kind of how we got you.
You said you don't know who tore Strix apart?
No, I know that they believed they had a reason, and it cost them their.
Unconquered son, hunt hags, murder. Got people from the wild and no offense, former air quotes deities.
I'm still a deity. Cannot stop my worship. It's not my choice, but say it is my burden.
These who've abdicated their duty. You know what? Doesn't matter. You are what you are.
My duty is still travel. I still affect those that wish to find the next horizon and find the next treasure.
That's a lie. You love treasure.
Really? That's all it needs to add. Treasure is literally just components.
Yep. I mean,
if Jack actually says that's why you like treasure, he goes, no, it's just components.
Yep.
I don't really care what it's worth.
Like, you watched him give up a artifact 4 crown so that he could get 2 seeds to fill a boat that he doesn't even own.
To figure out what it does.
Well, Jack just mainly assumed that he had no interest in a crown because Jack is slightly more materialistic. He's a short dude with a red tongue. He's got no business for a crown.
But this is good though. You've legitimately called him out, saying you love treasure. No, I need things to make things.
It's a stepping stone.
Got you. You like your stuff, not specifically treasure.
Bird is the word, and the word is the bird of the bird.
I like making stuff. I don't care who ends up with. I'm trying to make stuff for you people, but I'm running out of time here. I found a thing for him. I didn't even make it.
Well, do you wish to go back?
Does that help make things? I mean, understanding what was helps make new. At that.
No, I mean, if you wish to go home,
I just want the ability to get to the things I need.
Well, that is a different matter. That is finding the thing.
I know.
Where are they?
The warehouse.
Do you wish to go there?
Not right this second, but from time to time, yes.
You travel.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's a long distance.
Well, you'll need to do math over flop. Get there when you're meant to get there.
Oh, that is travel.
Oh, what?
I just want this world-breaking ability.
Yeah, no,
that's it.
that's Angus. That's what he wants.
I mean, that's a slightly different discussion. I mean, there are pocket realities all over the place. Not so pocket reality.
He wants a giant bag of holding.
Yeah, that's exactly what Angus wants.
Well, then make a space and link it to something that you can carry.
We need like 20 years.
Oh, really?
No,
imagine that.
Well, that's as far as he knows. That's how long it took Gadriel to make a workshop and the thing that all his stuff is in town. Like, that's where he's at. He's like,
Okay.
20 years.
Okay. We take
Quick,
our
everyone,
that was big.
we kill the goblin, we take his book, we take your stuff, we put it through our rings, it ends up in your warehouse because we killed the goblin and put the book there.
Gonna go out on a limb and say there's a little more to it than that, and that's not gonna go the way you hope.
And we're not killing you, Hit.
I don't.
I suppose we could just duplicate
I
the
don't
magic
love
if
the
it
wild.
stands
Rada
well.
starts getting uncomfortable.
Quick, everyone to the time capsule
No,
for training.
I may not
am
be.
not here to facilitate murder
Yeah,
and
I'm not.
destruction.
I may not love the wild, but I'm not advocating killing people.
It was a bad joke.
Oh yes, make a bad joke.
When
Yeah,
you,
he literally straight face asked, "What is a joke?"
when you say something that is completely so untrue and so against character that some people find that funny.
What is fun?
Okay, you know what?
Do you know what amusing
Cameron?
is?
No murder.
I know logic.
Yeah. Just
I know travel.
Don't worry about it. We'll work on that.
Humor?
Humor I have heard from Bacchus, but he's
Bit of a
confusing. I think
We've
he's
met him.
I mean,
have you met
I don't know
Bacchus?
that. I can't say
Yeah.
that. Damn.
What? Oh, you forgot.
When did you meet Bacchus?
Out of character, I can say it. In character, I can't
The
say it.
gate.
That wasn't Bacchus.
I think that's where we met him.
Out of
I met him
character.
at some point.
No.
Out of
There's-
character.
he's been in the story twice, and it was both times he went there alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Humor,
I only know out of character.
Is-
The podcast.
much like the happiness that Baka brings. Baka?
Baka.
Bacchus.
Baka!
Oh,
This is Japan Day.
inebriation. I know inebriation.
Yes.
Any drinks.
Yes, you are now having humor.
I have of the humor.
Shut up, Angus. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
The stroke
Let
in the corner. He hasn't said a word. He can't let it go, but he's not saying anything.
Do you want to tell him otherwise?
Bacchus does have the best humors.
He does have the best humor.
Brad is happy. He looks like enthused that he learned a new thing.
Rata, humor is the next step to happiness. It's like an addition to happiness.
Okay.
So
Happiness. I know. I have seen happiness. It's been
It's
a
like
long
an
time.
addition. It's something that happens that gives you a little tickle in
it's
your
a side
gut,
road
and
on
you,
the happy road.
and you make this noise called laughter.
So what are you guys doing? You guys chilling out here? It is getting late. We do have food to finish making and diabetes to suffer from. So we can either call it here and we'll take basket next time.
I feel like that's a good.
I think finishing that partying Bacchus style and this tea party is a great idea.
Okay.
Play Johnny. Copyright lost.
You guys, eventually dinner will get served here. It's amazing. Everyone regain another willpower if you're down willpower. Eventually, the entire place ends up full of white rabbits that fill all of the chairs, and a lot of that like shelf along the wall. You actually find out is a very deep shelf. It's deceptive, and it's actually a rabbit walkway, so they can get in and out. So they run behind the plants.
That's awesome.
But eventually, all the rabbits start partaking of Bacchus wine, and a good time is had. Until the beginning of next game, you guys will be able to communicate with your familiars and pets and hangers-on of animal, elemental, or spirit origin.
I'm going to spend the next few days while I still have enchanted tea that works, talking to my bobcat and working on our relationship.
Your relationship.
Our relationship.
Your relationship.
Yep.
On an out of character note, how did we do?
I mean, for like exploring. You guys actually hit all the different places that were in Picnic. Honestly, you guys didn't leave anything really behind. That's what the whole investigation thing was. Is like, okay, look, I'm forcing you guys to do one loop around each district, just to kind of check it out, so I can just give you the description of the place and say, you found these 3 places that are kind of interesting and out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
What do you go check out first? The door in the tree, that leads through Sylph to other places, but that's why Sylph requires that you know Basket exists, because if you just walked into Sylph and went up, anyone could go to Basket. So you guys are all set, but you guys have burned a day, so that is now going to be Ascending Air 6.
Cool.
Auntie Gun.
You have just listened to The Immaculate Chaos, released for free every Wednesday or live streamed bi-weekly on Saturdays, 1200 to 1700 U.S. Eastern. Be sure to join our Discord for the most up-to-date information and join the community. If you wish to support the podcast directly, or need to catch up to the live show, be sure to check out everything offered through Subscribestar and Podbean. If you like the background music, please be sure to check out the related artists. Peter Rowe is the mastermind behind most of the music in The Immaculate Chaos. Till we once again meet in creation. Thanks for listening, Anathema.